Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're doing weekend forecast for today's video. So it's also on a Saturday, we're having a look at the weather for the week ahead, and I shall get some of that for you in a moment. Just to say that the first video release date was our 6 a.m. upload. We've also released the ECM 42 day slash 6 weeks again, and I've tamed the 14 day with all our great features coming up for you later on this afternoon. Please like, share, subscribe on videos, and so everyone for doing that. And thank you so much to the Weather Outlook and also Vector for supplying the charts. Thanks so much for doing that. Links to websites in the description with the video. Right, well, we're going to start off with the radar picture. They've got two areas of precipitation. We've got showery rain in the east and the northeast, so eastern Scotland and eastern northeastern parts of England, seeing showery rain coming in off the North Sea. And they've also got this band of quite heavy rain moving in from off the Atlantic in towards Ireland. And that's going to be pushing across the whole country tonight. Here today's Arctic pressure chart. We are very, very close to pulling in cold easterly winds with an area of high pressure over Scandinavia. We're so close to it, but actually the low pressure is going to be the driving factor for us over the next few days, and that's going to keep rain coming in from the west, but will also keep the temperature relatively mild as well. I can show you the upper air temperatures today. See just how close that cold air is to us. And we've got a pretty deep cold pool there sitting over the Baltic Sea and northeastern parts of Europe. If the Scandinavian High took over, that would have pushed into Western Europe on those easterly winds, but as I say, the low pressure is actually going to be the driving factor from the Atlantic for us over the next few days. So, for the rest of today, we're going to find most showery outbreaks of rain in the east, becoming light and patchy. Many central western areas will have a dry and bright afternoon, although it will turn increasingly cloudy. And then through Northern Ireland and western Scotland, outbreaks of rain and strengthening winds will be pushing in from off the Atlantic. Quite a chilly day today, temperatures ranging from around 6 to 11 degrees at best. Overnight tonight, that area of low pressure will continue to push its influence across the country, so we'll find outbreaks of rain and strengthening winds pushing onto the western side of the country through the evening and into the early part of the night, and then that wet and windy weather will move through the country in the second half of the night, arriving in the east towards the latter part of the night. So the rain could turn to snow over the high ground of Scotland, and eventually we will find that wet weather clearing in the west back to clear skies, but still with a few showers. Temperatures ranging from around 1 to 6 degrees tonight, so quite a cool night actually, even with the cloud and the rain. Tomorrow that weather system will push away into the North Sea quite steadily and leave us in a run of westerly winds, but will be bringing showers in from the west. So we're going to start off with wet weather in the east. That rain will clear away steadily through the early morning period, and then brighter skies with showers will follow on the high. Most central east areas probably tend to stay dry. Most of the showers will tend to be in the north and the west, and some of them could be quite heavy, possibly with a rumble of thunder, maybe a little bit wintry over the Scottish mountains. Temperatures tomorrow ranging somewhere from around 6 to 11 or 12 degrees. More low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic on Monday. Monday's going to start mostly dry, probably quite cold with frost in the northern half of the country, and even in the south there could be touches of ground frost. But cloud and rain then will move in from off the Atlantic, so very wet weather in west and southwest through the morning, and then that advancing northwards and eastwards across the rest of the country in the afternoon, tending to get lighter as it moves into eastern counties. And the temperature on Monday going to be quite cold, ranging only from around 4 to 9. No, pretty chilly day, but of course nowhere near as cold as it would have been if we had been able to tap into that air from the east. Into Tuesday, we've got low pressure clearing away to the east, a little transient ridge building in behind it. So probably still starting off quite showery across many parts of the country on Tuesday. I think generally the trend for Tuesday will be a drying one. Showers scattered about, but I think the emphasis does go more towards drier, brighter weather on Tuesday as this little transient ridge builds in from the west. Temperatures somewhere around 5 to 10 degrees. And then into Wednesday, the next low pressure is pushing through. So that happens on Tuesday night into Wednesday. So a band of quite heavy rain moves from southwest to northeast across the country on Tuesday night. Some of that's still around across central, eastern and northern areas on Wednesday morning, gradually pulling away into the North Sea to be followed again by these westerly winds and blustery showers. Temperatures may be a degree or two up on Wednesday, ranging from around 6 to 11 degrees. Into Thursday, the next low, it's an onslaught, the next low coming in from off the Atlantic. So although Thursday might start off mainly dry, probably quite cold with touches of ground frost, we'll find cloud and outbreaks of rain with strengthening winds pushing across the country once again. And eventually that will clear in the west and be replaced by sunshine and showers. Temperatures milder though on Thursday, so despite the rain, at least it will be mild, with temperatures ranging from around 7 to 13 degrees. And then on into Friday, low pressure well and truly in control of weather, like sunshine and showers, I think, for Friday could merge into longer spells of rain in the north and west. And the isobars are tightening as well, so it's becoming increasingly windy in the north and west with risk of some gale force gusts in places. On the plus side, it will be mild again, temperatures ranging from around 7 to 13. And then into the weekend, we begin to get a little bit of a break from these areas of low pressure. There will be lows to the west, and that will bring outbreaks of rain into western areas at times. But for central and eastern areas, this ridge will be building to our east. It's going to turn the wind back into the south, so back come the southerlies. Temperatures will be very mild, I think, next weekend, possibly getting into the mid-teens Celsius. But southern and eastern areas should be mainly dry, and what rain there is most likely to be out in the west. Just have a quick look at charts from the weather outlook. So today we've got quite a bit of cloud around, but also quite a bit of dry weather. There's a shower rain in the east and the northeast, with wet weather coming in off the Atlantic. Tomorrow we're going to clear the rain away from the east quite quickly. Then we'll have showers in the west. Into Monday, there's a case of showers or longer spells of rain, really, and that's the case into Tuesday and also into Wednesday as well. Not a complete washout, but there will be these rain bands coming and going, and in between them there's going to be plenty of showers, probably wet and windy across the country on Thursday, although temperatures are getting a little bit milder. And then into Friday we keep that train going, with both temperatures becoming milder and maybe a little bit drier by then as well. So in summary, we're looking at a very, very unsettled week this week again, with several bouts of rain to come. Some of it will be quite heavy at times. Western area getting the brunt, but there will be wet weather over in the east as well. Temperatures starting off about average, a little bit on the cool side, and then becoming milder towards the latter stages of the week. We're going to be back later on with your 10 to 14 day. That includes all our regular features, so come back for that then. For this week's weekend forecast, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.